Hello and welcome to a Digital Diamond Baseball video on how to configure your library so that you can have custom player images, ballpark images, and logos. I'm going to start with the 1969 library this time. And my goal first is going to be to add a logo to a team. So to do that, one good place to get logos is Baseball Reference. They have them and they change over the years, so you can go back and get old logos. These come from sportslogo.net, logos.net, so you can also go there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to right-click on this logo and do a Save Picture As. And I'm just going to save it in my Downloads folder. And then, now that I have that, I need to move it into the Digital Diamond Data Files folder. And on Windows, we can show you where that is on Windows. It is in C, Program Files, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Digital Diamond Baseball, V9, Digital Diamond Data Files. Woo! That's a long path to find your files. But the good news in Windows is you can kind of drag this folder and drop it under the quick access. And now from this point forward, it's pinned there. And you can always get to that folder just by clicking on it. Okay, so here's the logos folder. And what I need to do is I need to go to my downloads. I need to grab this folder, this logo, and paste it into the logos folder here. And you could create a separate folder here to store them in if you want, or put them right here. I'm going to just drop them right here. And then go back to Digital Diamond Baseball, and let's find the Mets. And now you should find that folder. We got to go back there. Digital Diamond Data Files. I saved that quick access. Go to Logos, find the Mets, and there we have it. Save it, and we've got ourselves a cool logo. And boy, will that make a big difference when you add logos to your libraries. These logos are they're copyrighted by the team, so I can't distribute them, but you're welcome to put them in as long as they're only for your use. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is put some custom player image into our library. And you can do that by first going to the library options just to point out what exists here. You can have a picture subfolder, which should be located underneath the player pics folder in your Digital Diamond Data Files folder. So if I go to my Digital Diamond Data Files folder, I can find a player pics folder. And then you can create a subfolder here for the library that you're doing it for. You can do this a number of different ways. I'm going to have a 1969 folder. And then I need to get my player picture there. And the naming patterns that it'll look for is a file with the player's first name underscore last name, or first name underscore last name underscore team, and the team should be the team tag, which is the 3-letter abbreviation that all teams are assigned in Digital Diamond Baseball. So I'm going to use this format right here, first underscore last.jpg for my folder, for the name of my file. So we go back to our web browser, and I'm going to grab Tom Seaver. So I'm going to right-click on this picture and do Save Picture As. This time I'm going to save it directly to my Digital Diamond Data Files player pics, 1969, and I'm going to give it a name, which is going to be Tom underscore Seaver. Okay, .jpg. So let's make sure that's there and everything's good with that. There it is, and is it the picture I thought it would be? It is. Okay, that's good. So, and it matches the naming convention given in the player pictures options, first underscore last. So we should be in good shape here. So the last thing we need to do is put that folder that we created, the name of that folder that we created, so that we can, so it'll know to look in that folder for this player. Now we say OK, and let's see if it worked. I'm going to go over to the player browse. Let's go to the Mets. Here, for New York, and then we should grab pictures, and probably on page 2 here we'll find Tom. There he is, player pop-up, and there's his picture. Okay, pretty cool. Now if you ever have any trouble and it's not finding the player you want, you can click on the picture and it's showing you what files it's looking for and where it's looking. So it says it's looking in Player Pics 1969. It first looked for this file and didn't find it. Then it looked for this file and didn't find it. I don't know what the difference between these two are. It might be trying the name and then the tag. I'm not sure why it's doing it twice. But then it does it 2 more times with Tom Seaver's name, first name, last name. Okay? And it shows which one it found and kept, and it was this one. So if you have trouble, this shows you what you're looking for, and if the image is not showing up, it will tell you at least what it's trying, so you know what to name that image. In addition, the images are cached, so you have to click on it to get it to try again. So as soon as I say okay here, it's going to try again and be successful. For you, you would click on it if it wasn't working, find out what it was looking for, rename the file, and say okay, and it should re-display. Okay, the next thing I want to do is come up with a different ballpark image here for Atlanta. I'm not going to get an Atlanta ballpark. I'm just going to pick one that I find online here. And I looked and I found this cool stadium picture here. And I saved it to my ballparks folder in Digital Diamond data files. Digital Diamond data files, ballparks. And here is that park right here that I saved from the internet, was park.jpg. So now what I have to do is assign that to the ballpark, and I'm in the ballpark editor right now. So we will edit the park, click on this button, and it takes us to the ballpark folder in Digital Diamond data files, which is where I saved it, and I'm going to choose that park. And I don't have a different one for the night, so I'm going to use the same image for both. All right, now that I've got the ballpark picked for that team, I now have to set the layouts. Notice that the players are kind of out there in different part of the world, so we need to put them in the right place on the field. So I'm going to start with the pitcher. All I have to do is click pitcher and then click on the spot I want him to be. And then catcher, and then first base, and then second base, and then third base or shortstop, then third, and then left field, keep going, center, right, and now I need to do the right-handed batter, the left-handed batter, and then we're going to do the runner on first. We don't want him to get in the way of the first baseman. The runner on second, we don't want him to get in the way of the runner on second and short, or the fielders. Runner on third, he should be okay there. Now, this looks pretty good, but once you get it up on the screen, sometimes you need to make some adjustments. So sometimes it takes a couple tries. I got to go, I'll show you what I just did there. I got to go now to edit the layout for the day picture, which happens to be the same as the night, and it uses those default values to start with, so I don't have to redo them if I'm using the same image. So we're in good shape there. Don't have to change that. So now we're ready to test to see if this ballpark is working. So we'll go over to the schedule, and we'll find a game against Atlanta where Atlanta is at home, and we will see if the park shows up properly. So we'll click on this game and play it manually. We're going to choose the default starters, choose the default lineups, check out our field. There it is. Not too bad, not too bad. A little bit of collision here from the players. I currently have this window kind of small, so if I make the window bigger, that works a little bit better. And now they're not touching, but what you might want to do in this case, and this is what I mean by having to go and do it a couple times, is we would probably move the first baseman up a little so he didn't collide with the pitcher, and then move the second baseman over and the shortstop over a little so they didn't collide, and then we would be in pretty good shape with our ballpark. All right, that's it. We've now seen how to customize player pictures, logos, and our own ballpark images. Cheers.